Let's take a look at how some of Canada's finest did this week as we get you caught up on keeping up with the Canadians. Let's get things started with a full slate of NWSL action.
It seems like maybe there's a different variety of problems with all of them to where they kind of landed, but it's a bit of, well, you've got to play it to a certain degree, a little too safe with all of them.
Alexander Albon performing heroics out there. He's going to top Q2 here in a Williams. There's a place gain for Alexander Albon. Green light at the end of the pit lane. It is time for the second.
Welcome in, General Manager of the Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights, Kelly McCrimmon. How does that sound, Kelly?
Well, sounds good, feels good. So thanks, Nick. Thanks for having me.
A year ago, I lost my father, who was one of the great hockey dads of all time. We honor him today with these kids. I'm sure if you didn't meet my dad at a Sabres game or a Leafs game.
The Canadian Grand Prix served us up with what, in my opinion, is probably the greatest podium in the history of Formula One. You had the most successful driver of all time.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Oh my goodness.
The 5th Diamond League event of the season saw Andre DeGrasse run a season best, but it was Sarah Mitton who stole the show. Athletics North coming up.
The young Steelers defensive lineman might be a reason why they could be a top 5 group in the NFL. That, the new linebacker, and what might be happening with Anthony Miller at wide receiver here on the Locked On Steelers podcast. I'm